Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, may I have your attention, please? Are you ready to engage in a mind-blowing experience and hear talks about life, technology, entertainment, and business? The next episode of Hipther Talks starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, Zoltan here. We're back again this week with Hipther Talks, and today we have a special guest. We are going to talk about the highly popular Metaverse, and which may be soon to be much more popular in these times. I have today Daniel Gunba, founder and CEO of TRIIONFT. Hi, Daniel. Nice to have you here.
Hi, thank you for inviting me to your podcast.
All right. So could you say a few words about yourself and your company so before we get started with the questions?
Sure. As Zoltan mentioned before, my name is Daniel, and I'm founder and CEO of TRIIONFT project. We are working on solutions for the live casinos in the Metaverse. Basically, we are developing the solutions to bring the live dealers into the Metaverse and developing the Metaverse itself. That's basically the main goal of our project.
All right. So that's good. That's short in a nutshell. Very interesting. And I'm already diving into the questions because I'm very curious. And usually we like to give our audience some sort of an explanation about the topic we're going to talk about. So basically, if nobody or anyone listening here doesn't know anything about the Metaverse, my first question to you would be, what is the Metaverse and how is it different from virtual reality?
So basically, the Metaverse, as people know it at the very beginning, it was the virtual environment which was developed on the blockchain technology. And now, with the time when the businesses start growing and exploring the Metaverse, people split the Metaverse on two types, basically on-chain and off-chain. Technically, if we compare with the virtual reality, it's quite similar. But I believe that when people saying something about virtual reality, they mean that basically you can interact with the VR headsets or some joysticks and something like that. Metaverse, if we speak about it, what it's now today, it's as well virtual environment where which can be developed on blockchain technology or not on the blockchain as a traditional game development. Where you can do basically whatever you want. Depends what are the rules there made by creator of the Metaverse.
Right. So yeah, your product focuses on iGaming, and then my question would be that how can casinos and gambling fit into the Metaverse?
So basically, yes, as you said, we are focused on the iGaming and specifically on live casinos. There are a lot of solutions on the market today, but they're all pre-automated. So it's like if we speak about the traditional games, you already, even before the Metaverse was announced, you was able to go into the game and play, for example, blackjack. Right? Like there still is the avatar who is dealing the cards for you, for example. So this part is not something new. Now we have a good example, which is the Decentraland. We're going to talk about it a bit later, I believe. And but it's still not live casinos, as I know from our research, from like what we are doing in our project here. So casinos, specifically live casinos, there is a like real human, real dealer, they're looking for solutions how to bring them, because today is the biggest question. What is the key to bring live dealers into the Metaverse? And of course, the first thing which people, what the casinos were thinking about was the VR, the headsets, I mean. But if we will just imagine how the process looks like. So imagine you have the casino studio with hundreds of tables, and it means hundreds of dealers. And then they usually change the dealer every 30 minutes approximately. it means that the next dealer need to take the VR headset, take the controller. So, I mean, it's not going to work like that. That's why we come up with the idea that we need to, today we have all the AI technologies around us. So everybody speaks about that. And that's what we did, basically. We took the AI and the body tracking software, we put it together, and we trying through that bring live casino dealers there because they don't need any gadgets to be there. So I believe this might be the potential solution. But if we speak in general about successful examples in the metaverse, I would say this is definitely Decentraland. Decentraland is the metaverse where you can do like many different things, but one of the biggest and one of the biggest part of this metaverse, basically, it's a gambling, blackjack, poker, roulette, and all this stuff. But it's still not the solutions for the live casinos, because the Decentraland works same way like traditional games. Everything pre-automated, still the avatar, the computer is dealing the cards. So yeah, I would say Decentraland for today is the best example, and solution is to avoid any changes from the hardware side for live casinos. So basically that's the way.
Yeah, to the audience, that I just want to have a disclaimer that I already tested Daniel's product in Prague in March, and it's very awesome. They are going to have a special announcement in a couple of weeks, which is going to happen in Riga at Mare Balticum. So my next question to you would be, what is the extended reality and how does it relate to the metaverse and casinos?
So the extended reality, here we can take as a good example, AR. Basically, it's like when everybody have an iPhone today, and with an iPhone, with the camera of the iPhone, you can navigate it on the table, for example, and see some 3D assets are moving, and you can interact with them through your camera, for example. Or it can be as well with the help of VR joysticks and headsets. Like you can stay in your room, but you are not in your room anymore. There are the 3D environment, and you can interact with it. So the answer is already in the name, extended reality. So you are with your body interacting with something which is not in your real world. The metaverse. So some of the metaverse is using this technology to make it more interactive and fun for the players, but it's very specific product because not every metaverse really need it. Because if we speak about, for example, casinos, we can speak from two sides, players and casinos. We basically dealers because they're going to be in the metaverse. Dealers, as I mentioned before, they definitely, for them, it's not going to be comfortable to use any devices. Yeah. For the players, it can be fun still, because that's what we are basically thinking about as well here in our project, to let players go into the metaverse with a keyboard and mouse or with a VR. I would say it's not going to really change the experience of the gaming part, because the category, the audience of iGaming, they're not. I'm not sure that they're looking for that in the metaverse. They want to have same user-friendly experience, but in the new environment. For the gigs, who are really into gaming and who like technologies and who will explore the metaverse just to see how that works, for them it might be fun. So it's just an extra way of interaction, I would say.
At the end, it's still entertainment.
Exactly.
So what are some of the potential benefits of casinos operating in the metaverse, and maybe you would point out some of the challenges that they might face?
Definitely. So first of all, it's a new audience for them, as we said before, like people who are not in gambling, who are not into live casinos, but they still love like computer games. They will just try the metaverse to see how that works. and there is a chance that we're going to start bringing the new audience into the casino world. Basically, even those who are into live casinos, the traditional one which you can open just on the website and play, for them, if they're kind of get bored of what's happening, because it's still the same process, it's something new, because the casino is not the metaverse, sorry, it's not limiting you with anything. And for casinos, it might be, the benefits might be custom games, different entertainments around casinos, the speed of building the studios in the metaverse, because it's definitely going to be cheaper and faster.
Yeah.
And if we speak about the challenges, so there is one important part. If the casino is operating, if we're speaking about the big names, and they're usually operating with the fiat money, everything should be all right, because they are under the regulations. Usually it's like they're under European license, and everything is safe. If we speak about the crypto casinos who don't want to go through all the regulations and stuff like that, usually they work with the Curacao Cyprus license. For them, the challenge might be to basically bring the audience to their casino, because this license and all these crypto casinos, they have very bad reputation, because there were a lot of scam examples before. But again, if we speak about big names, the limit is only the hardware. But I believe the huge iGaming companies, they have enough money to build a good server, so should be all right.
Yeah, it would not be a problem for that. So how do you see gambling and casino gaming evolving as the metaverse becomes more prominent?
Honestly, because I'm in this process as well, bringing live casinos there, the sky is the limit. Because as I said, custom games. So they're going to be definitely something what not existing in the real world, and what can't exist here at all, because of the way how the metaverse works, all this 3D graphics, animations, and stuff like that. You can make a huge show just with the blackjack table. So it's another level of experience, I would say.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead. Okay,
sorry. Sorry.
No worries, go ahead.
Yeah, connection between different countries as well, because I believe the metaverse will bring the different visions from different continents. Like, for example, the roulette is the most popular game in Europe. Blackjack is most popular game in USA, and the types of blackjack in USA, it's huge amount, and same with the roulette. So the metaverse will mix the not the interests, but the culture of iGaming, I would say, in one place. And I believe with the help of developers and designers and all these visions from different countries, it can be something what we never see before.
All right. So are there any ethical implication of casinos operating in virtual worlds, and how can these be addressed?
So underage gambling. This is the one of the problems I would say we should highlight. Again, as before, I would like to. We really need to split it on fiat and crypto casinos. With the fiat casinos, big brands, there are not going to be any problems, most probably. With the crypto casinos, there are some issues like KYC. So we all know why people love blockchain and crypto, because of the privacy. But this is the conflict between the casino, between the gambling and blockchain, because the gambling means that you need to go through the KYC, you need to verify that you are 18 years old and stuff like that. The beauty of blockchain is that you don't need to verify yourself. Nobody knows who you are. So you just open your MetaMask wallet and you go. That's it. So this might be definitely a problem. And here I would say that for now, because we are investigating in that as well, the only solution is to go through the standard KYC procedure. This is the only. And as well, if we speak about the crypto, it's money laundering. So, because You can deposit your crypto, you can withdraw, you can, there are
Exactly.
many ways. Of course, I'm not going to highlight it here. Let's not teach the audience how to withdraw the money from crypto casino. But these two problems are the main, I would say. And to avoid them, include the traditional KYC, and be about the money laundering, be under the licenses, regulated casino.
All right. So how can technology and augmented reality be used to enhance casino experience in the metaverse?
So if we speak about the casino metaverse, not only as games like blackjack and roulette, for example, as we said before, there most probably going to be many of other entertainments around. So, and here I believe that we can get back to all this VR stuff, and basically there are, as I said, no limits. If it's going to be, for me, it's going to be easier to explain if I will take our project as an example, because we are developing the metaverse, and of course we are including not only the games. We are including like NFTs, and one of the feature what can be an answer on your question is that, for example, we have the area which is a garden, huge garden, and there you can go and to the zoo and take your animal, like basically buy it. And if we have the VR and joysticks for the players, they can interact with this animal, with this pet, and this pet will follow you to follow you to your table and stuff like that. So basically, it's still not the main key for the gambling, because we need to remember always, game is very straight industry. Gaming, sorry. People want to play. Dealers are dealing the cards. Full stop. So what we're gonna develop on top is just as much your imagination allow you to do that. So, and that's it.
So I don't know if you know this because you're pretty young, and about 19 years ago, online gaming has, at the conferences, at the exhibitions, was like looked at this will never succeed. There were just slots machines everywhere, roulette tables for the brick and mortar casinos. And now if you go to an exhibition, all you see is online gambling, less brick and mortar stuff. So what impact do you think the metaverse will have on the traditional brick and mortar casinos?
I would say before the metaverse started pushing the traditional casinos, there is something between the live casinos, the online platforms. And this is actually what I'm going to discuss as well on your event in Riga, which I'm very excited about. So before we switched to the metaverse, there were traditional casinos and live casinos. And I believe that this moment when every casino starts evolving into the live casinos, online platforms, was the COVID, because there were all the offline casinos, they were banned, so people just they just can't go there, and everybody started developing live casinos. Now, of course, for a lot of casinos who lost their clients by any reasons, who switch to the live platforms, live casinos, and it's, for example, for them it's quite maybe expensive now because they don't have enough audience. Metaverse will open the door for them to make it with a high quality and cheap. Of course, cheap, not cheap, but cheaper than in real life for sure, and cheaper than in live casino as well, because we need to remember still, yes, it's an online platform, but they still got the huge studios, and for every type of game they're building different designs. It's still different designs of tables, of the backgrounds and stuff like that. So the main difference for casinos is that they can get high quality for cheaper price and less time. For the casinos who are okay today, who have enough clients and operating well, it's a new layer of audience, and I would say new level of experience as well for the audience which is already there.
Right. So basically, they can supplement their audience.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, we talk about the ethical implications, and now we're going to talk about the potential risks. We highlighted underage gaming, KYC, and what do you think that the potential risk associated with gambling in the metaverse can be mitigated?
Basically, the main is as well. It's only addressed to crypto casinos. So there is still a lot of risks, and it's unregulated area, and nobody knows how that's gonna work. At least there is a bit of vision how it's gonna work in Europe. The risks are for casinos. I would say it's like more not a risk, but those who want to operate as a crypto casino in the metaverse, they don't really have a vision how it's gonna work in a year, for example, because this is still a huge question mark. For those who want to operate, for the players who want to join these casinos, it's as well risk because first of all, they don't know how it's going to work in a year as well. They don't know what are the regulations, and in case of something, what they can do with their balances. And in case casino decided to close their metaverse, what's going to happen? Ciao. Right. That's it. Your money are there. So it's a very shady area for now. And while it's not regulated, it's just a one huge risk. You can't really. It's like if you're jumping somewhere and you don't know what's there. So shady, unregulated area.
Okay, so how do you see the future of the metaverse and casinos evolving, and what role do you see extended reality playing in this? And of course, what role do you see your company playing in this?
So honestly, might sounds very ambitious, but I believe that our company plays the huge role here because the product is the only one on the market. So of course, as we mentioned before, it's a live dealers without gadgets, without headsets and anything. Of course, as well, this is the same what we include. So I'm going to answer on both questions at the same time. It's fiat and crypto at the same time. We are not going to limitate players with anything. And it means that we are, as a casino and any casino, we're going to pass all the licenses. So it should be regulated. And if we speak about the fiat, that means that there is still B2B, B2C, MGA license and stuff like that. So it's the future of live casino is basically in the metaverse should be cool 3D space with unlimited opportunities, regulated. Very important. If we speak about extended reality, as I said, it's more for players. I really believe in that, not for the dealers. Interaction with the cards on the table, maybe with the chips. If we speak about basic stuff like games, and interaction with the environment around, because I'm not sure if you know. I think Elon Musk showed that there was the jacket, and when you touch it, you can feel basically. It's like when you have something in game touching you feel it in real life. So I think it's all the steps how the extended reality evolving. So it's all about the gadgets. And as far as we have more and more devices, we can upgrade the extended reality. So far, it's simple things like grab stuff, put it somewhere. And I wouldn't say this is something what Metaverse is looking for, because it was in the gaming many years. So exactly. The future is a new technologies which we're waiting for.
All right. So Daniel, thank you so much for your time. If you have any closing remarks that you would like to add.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, thank you for inviting me here. And the main, I would say, people don't need to be afraid of the metaverse. Try it, test it, and join ours when it's ready very soon.
All right. So if you want to meet up with Daniel, make sure to head to Riga on the 16th, 17th of May for the Mari Balticum, Daniel is going to have a keynote presentation and present something new, which is something very exciting. So to all the listeners, thank you for tuning in, and see you next week. Take good care.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Be sure to check back next week for the next Hipther Talks and subscribe on Amazon Music, Overcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and Pandora.